The night we met, I stayed late to finish reading students' papers and prepare classes for the next day. Really, I just wanted to go home. There was a knock on the door as it slowly opened. It was Han Lin, a custodian for the college, standing by the big garbage can. What he said to me that night, I will never forget.
Please use your liberty to promote ours.
It was the beginning of this journey. Officially, Han Lin is a Burmese political refugee working as a janitor in America. However, Han Lin's true story is an extraordinary one of survival and a never-fading desire for political freedom.
ကျွန်တော်ကဒီပလောမှာနေခဲ့ကျွန်တော်ငယ်ကလေးကနေပြီလေတရားမမြတ်တမှုတွေက1962ခုနှစ်မှာစောပြီးတော့အဖေသီးလက်ခဲ့တယ်1962ခုလို့ဆိုတော့အဖေက17နှစ်သားပေါ့အနာသိန်းတော့အဲ့ဒီမှာ1962မှာအနာသိန်းတော့အဲ့ဒီမှာဒီပြည်သူတွေပိုင်ပစ္စည်းတွေအလုံးကိုအစိုးရနေမှာအနာသိလိုက်တယ်ကျွန်တော်မိဘတွေလည်းအဲ့ဒီထက်မှာပါသွားတာပေါ့လေလေယာမြေတွေအသိခံတဲ့မှာပါသွားတယ်ဒီမတရားမှုအတွက်ကိုဒေါသလည်းဖြစ်မိတယ်စိတ်မကောင်းလည်းဖြစ်မိတယ်ဒါမှကိုဘာမှမလုပ်နိုင်ဘူးအဲ့ဒီအနေနဲ့တော့ပဲကျွန်တော်ဒီကြောင့်တက်လာပြီးတော့10တန်းကိုရောက်တဲ့အချိန်မှာ10တန်းအောင်ပြီးတော့ကိုလေးရောက်တဲ့အချိန်မှာဒီ uprising တွေမှာပေါ့ဝင်ပြီးတော့ပေါင်းတယ်ဆန္ဒခဲ့တယ်ပေါ့
Security Council in Burma. Burmese brutal military regime control their people and our country. And over thousands political prisoners in the notorious jail. Release ethnic leaders in Burma. Right now.
We were peacefully demonstration in front of the United Nations, showing the sign UN Security Council take action against the Burmese brutal military regime. And then I wear like a political prisoners, handcuffed and leg chains. In Burma, it's a human rights situation getting worse. We want the world to know that we are the prisoners in our own country.
Free Aung San Suu Kyi! Free Aung San Suu Kyi!
Han Lin was so inspirational that I decided to take up his challenge to use my liberty to promote the liberty of Burmese people. That's what Aung San Suu Kyi says. Han Lin embodied that, and I found his message so compelling that I decided to answer the call and have since been very involved in Burmese issues as well.
He was the person who liked to do for the community, for the community people and also for the country, and he loved to sacrifice his life.
His love for his people was just so great that it kind of makes him uncomfortable just to sit around and do nothing.
he cares more about, Burmese children in Burma and Burmese people who are suffering in Burma more than himself, he said. His families were still struggling, eating, rice soup. We're eating good food here, while your distant cousin or your distant grandparents drinking rice soup every day. He couldn't sit still.
ကျွန်တော်ထမင်းစားတာပဲရှိတယ်ကျွန်တော်ထမင်းစားတာပဲရှိတယ်ဟိုလန့်ဆောက်တဲ့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်ချစ်တဲ့တာပဲရှိတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ပြည်သူတွေကအစောပေါင်းညောင်းများစွာဆိုးတယ်ညောင်းများစွာအဖေပင်မလာပါပြီအဖေဆင်းရဲလာပါပြီဒုက္ခဖြစ်လာပါပြီဆိုတာပြည်သူတွေဆင်းရဲဒုက္ခသာမမီရ
When he delivered speech, it was I thought it was very powerful, and me, as my dad, I think he's my hero, so I always think he's my hero. He would do it with so much energy and power that it gets to your heart.
At first, I thought it was not very effective. Like something like very big needs to happen in order to spread the information or the current situation anywhere. Like, Gandhi and like Martin Luther King. But now, like I see that what he does is he does it one process at a time. Like, he doesn't give up. Even when something bad happens, he keeps going, and it just motivates him even more. The stuff he did just slowly adds up to like what he wants to do and what he wants to change back then.
Marching to the United Nations headquarters in New York, we are holding those pictures, Aung San Suu Kyi and other political prisoners' pictures. Tongue by tongue, we measure. Some days it's 10 miles, some days 15 miles.
When we walked together over that month and organised, he was an incredible organiser. He knew what he wanted, and everything was done for his country, for his people. And he would just go about his work that he knew he had a responsibility to do. I always felt that he was never free from what was happening in Burma. Pero mi mamá pilla, si don't ask your name, ma, mi mamá más en tío. Aku pero mi mamá pilla, long kere, ada English neche, oma, nepon tío Johnny la ya. Pigi ya so Japan ya le oma ni la ya. English na Japana, osumu no pai ma. Thako ya lisa siya kuna ma lola ya pide eche ma. Parliament democracy, nangan pye bo.
1960ခုနှစ်မှာကြာတော့တခါအဲ့ဒီပါလီမန်ဒီမိုကရေစီအစိုးရစီကနေပြီးတော့စတားနေတော့အာဏာသိမ်းလိုက်တယ်ပြီးတော့1962ခုနှစ်ကနေပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီ1988အထိအဲ့ဒီစတားနေပြီးတော့အုပ်ချုပ်လာခဲ့တယ်အုပ်ချုပ်လာခဲ့ပြီးတဲ့အချိန်မှာကျောင်းသားတွေဥဆောင်တဲ့ဒီအလုပ်သမားတွေလယ်သမားတွေကနေပြီးတော့တဖြည်းဖြည်းနဲ့ဒီမိုကရေစီရရှိရေးအတွက်တောင်းဆိုလာခဲ့တယ်
1988 uprising is most important because people from all walks of life participated in it, amongst students, teachers. My brother was also one of the students.
People from all sects of life joined together, chanting democracy, yashie, doye, doye. Democracy, democracy, our cause, our cause.
You can do the demonstration ma pala ra chain ma sata ni ya so patai a phe tang ngajin de yo patai de myo tong su de lu de tor myo patai
Aung San Suu Kyi spoke out to the people. She captivated a nation. The military junta, SPDC, heard this voice, and they tried to stop her and they tried to silence her. They put her under house arrest in 1989. In 1990, Burma held its first multi-party national election, and the National League for Democracy, as led by Aung San Suu Kyi, won with an overwhelming majority of 82%. SPDC, they rejected this result and continued to lead with an iron fist.
နောက်ပြီးကြဆိုတောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်အခုချိန်ထိစားကြရနေအခုချိန်ထိအရှုံးမပေးဘဲနဲ့မြန်မာနိုင်ငံအတွက်ဆက်တိုက်မတော်မဆဘဲအောင်လုပ်လာသူရဲ့လွန်မြောက်ရေးတော်တော်ကြီးကြီးရတယ်International Campaign for Freedom of Aung San Suu Kyi in Burma ဆိုတောင်ဆန်းစုကြည်လွန်မြောက်ရေးမြန်မာပြည်လွန်မြောက်ရေးကိုတန်တူထားပြီးကြဆိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးစွန့်စားပြဆိုလို့ရအောင်
ပထမတော့အမေတို့အိမ်အောင်စားကြပြီးတော့ဖေကပြောပြတာသူ့ဘဝစစ်စင်ကိုလေသူကလယ်သမားသားသမီးဆိုတော့လယ်တွေပါကြီးပါတယ်စားပါလူလက်တန်းသားပါပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီတော့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီလယ်တွေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်မတရားသိမ်းခံရတယ်အဲ့မှာမတရားသိမ်းခံရတယ်တဲ့ပြင်းလေအသိမ်းခံရအဲ့ဒါနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့သူအစိုးရလုံးဝသူမကျေနပ်နိုင်တဲ့အကြောင်းနောက်အမေကလည်းပြန်ပြောပြတယ်ငါလည်းဒီလိုဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုပြောပြလို့နေအောင်တနေ့တော့ကြော်အောင်မှဆိုတော့ချိန်ထားတယ်အဲ့ဒီအချိန်မှာ
1988မှာအနာသိတယ်လေအနာသိတော့ဘယ်လိုတော့ခုလာရ
Uprisings broke out through Burma and we heard on this radio. When I started to organize, at the very beginning, we formed a small student union.
We paid we now pay at the car. She down there at the car and saying, don't worry, not to do. The same as I see people, look at the evil.
People were going for like daily demonstrations on the roads, and I'll just be one of the kids going along with my dad.
Wuhan is the most noticed one, not only by the students and the other leaders, but the local authorities noticed him very much.
ဒီအရေးခင်းအောင်မြင်မယ်ပဲထင်ဖြစ်နေတော့ဒီလိုတော်တဲ့ပြရမှာမဆိုပါလုံးဝမသိ
တော်တဲ့ကိုရောက်လာတဲ့အချိန်မှာအနည်းနာမျိုးတွေကလည်းပဲပါလာခဲ့ပေါ့လေဘေးတို့ပေါ်တော့လည်းပါလာဘလော့လည်းပါလာဒိုရလည်းပါလာရန်ကုန်လည်းပါလာပဲတဲ့လူတွေအဲ့လိုစူပုံပြီးကြဆိုတာအဲ့မျိုးတော်ရမှာစကိုင်းကိုဆော်ရီယာတိထုံလာခဲ့ရတာပြန်ပြီးတော်လာတယ်မဲ့ဘယ်လိုမှမပြီးစောဆော်ရီယာမပြီးစောဘာလည်းမပြီးစောစေဘွားဘာညာအစားတော့ဘာညာဆိုလည်းမပြီးစော
စပရိတ်ဖြစ်သွားတယ်ဟုတ်ဖြစ်သွားပြန်မတွေ့ဟဲ့လုံးဝပြန်မတွေ့ဟဲ့ပြန်မတွေ့ပဲဒီမှာအဲ့ဒီညမှာចောင်းသားတွေကိုလိုက်ဖာတယ်ចောင်းသားပေါင်းစုံတွေလိုက်ဖာတယ်လိုက်ဖာတော့အဖေကနေလို့မရဟဲ့နေလို့မရတော့ ထွက်ပြေးသွားတယ်အမေလည်းမသိဘူးအမေလည်းအိမ်မှာမနေနေတဲ့တိုင်းမနေ3 လလောက်ကြာလည်းကလေးကြတော့ကျောင်းသားလေးတွေကအမေတို့ဒီအမေတို့နေရှက်ပုံရတဲ့တော့တော်တွေနဲ့ထဲမှာလေလာနဲ့ကျောင်းသားနဲ့အမေပြန်တော့တော်နေလာတော့အမေညာကြီး7 နိုင်တနိုင်အဲ့လိုသွားပြီးတော့ဒီမှာစကားတွေပါလေပြောပြီးတော့အရေးကြီးလို့ရှိသူစီအကြောင်းကြားစေအဲ့ဒီမှာစာရေးစာတမ်းတွေထုတ်ပေးတယ်အမေဟိုမှာလေးတော်တဲ့စာရေးစာတမ်းဒီစာရေးစာတမ်းတွေကိုဒီအထဲမှာရှိတဲ့ကျောင်းသားတွေမလို့အဲ့တဲ့ကျောင်းသားတော့ဟိုစားပါ LED ဖွဲ့တွေနည်းနည်းပေးပြီးအမေကခိုးပြီးပေးတယ်မနော်ယူလာတယ်တရှူလို့ပါလိုက်ယူတော့ရှောက်ပြီးတော့လိုက်ပေးတယ်ဟိုစားရဲ့စစ်တပ်ပြည်စုံလေဟိုစားပါဘူကြီးပေါ့သူစင်တော့အရက်နေမူးတော့အမေကိုအဲ့ဒီအချိန်မှာမနဲ့အစောကြီးဟိုစားပါ10နိုင်တော့နေ့ဆုံးစင်းတဲ့အချိန်မှာပါအကြီးဆုံးနေတာဆွဲကကြွားလာစင်းနေတဲ့အချိန်မှာမေးတော့နာတော်လည်းအရင်နဲ့မူးနေတော့ဒီရကောင်းစီနဲ့လာတယ်ဆိုတော့ဒီပြောမှပြောလာတယ်
You can see the conversation going really intense between my grandpa, my mom, and the general. And all of a sudden, I see, the guy taking like a little handguns, shotguns off, and then start playing around.
I was really upset about it. Very angry, very upset.
My mom could have died there. They could have do anything, and then no one could have pursued the matter.
ကျောင်းမှာတော်စခန်းမှာထားပြီးနောက်တခါအမေနဲ့တိုက်ပံပြီးကြဆိုတာလည်းပဲထားရီမရရရှင်မှာဟိုအနေရှိဆိုတော့ဘယ်တော့ခိုင်ပြီးကြဆိုတာဟိုကျောင်းသားစခန်းမှာထားရပါလား
And it was during the full moon. During that night, my mom said, well, go pray your grandpa. So Teza and I, again, pray our grandpa and then massage. And then we listened to the story and we fall asleep right next to him. And the next thing I knew, he would wake us up and then say, go with this uncle.
My mom and my younger brother left my grandfather's house first.
And then we go through another village where my uncle lives. That was around like 1 or 2 a.m.
လမ်းလျှောက်ရတယ်ဆင်စီးရတယ်ရေချုံဖြတ်ရတယ်ကုန်ဖြည်းဖြည်းတအားကျန်းတယ်ကင်တော်တွေဖြတ်ရတယ်ထမင်းဆိုစားစရာမရှိဘူးထမင်းဆန်နဲ့စားနော်စားနဲ့စားရလားတပင်အောင်မအိတ်တယ်နော်တော်တယ်မှာလေနေတာအဲ့ညနေပြီးတော့
We arrived there and finally wait for our mom. And I think that was, in a sense, some defining moment that I wouldn't be going back to Burma, that kind of feeling, but I don't know for sure.
Any new needing the Sitatia attack Lolano, the Milimi will move low Yamasoro, move low Kema, appear popular Zoro. Then the Kuro Pola, Mama, Chini, the good Pola, Edro, the Belum, the Sopiatin as well, Bidore, eh? Miro the tea shop, Bangao Dam, Zoro, Amiro, and Dabar, a picture in head. Now, appear amazing Amian Ladana, until the Amian Edro, since that time, balloon low level. Do who's out there. The Kali, those are Miro Kali, good army temple, Lopiano. But the Pubiam, I need to try to out of the building and Jack Cornea, you can make my corner. Between a time, eh? Trotama Sura, say some child, and appear and Namapa and a Pima Mosura to the 6th Judge child, or Tola, the Tiani of Pian Pampo Mesura, Dio Yala. So the Tiani in Mama, the
I mean, I type on me, Jaswa. The look at this kind of never subway out. Subway because I'm not so tight to cut this kind of as I Yola Vigazwa. Look at this kind of other day, American Soyo, Shopping Jazwa, UNACA. Look at this kind of Shopping Jazwa, Yola.
Their main mission to come to US was for us, for their kids, so that we could get education and we could have a brighter future. And that's what he did.
Can't wait
I feel guilty sometimes that I'm still okay, and a lot of Burmese are not okay. They have no security. I'm safe. Some family will fall apart right after they left Burma or right going into the jungle. You know, the dad would be captured by Thai police and sent into IDC jail. And the kids will be like sold off by, you know, whoever captured or adopted by some family. And the mom would sometimes end up in like prostitution. It's really, I'm very lucky to be where I am today.
As an immigrant myself, it wasn't too difficult to imagine how Han Lin and his family made their way through all the difficulties to settle down in America. His family also worked hard to contribute.
One, two, three.
I was December တွေ့တယ်လေ December မှာတွေ့တယ်ဒီမှာကင်ဆာရောဂါ2006 December အဲ့မှာကင်ဆာစဖြစ်လာပြီဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီအချိန်မှာမသိသေးဘူးဟိုဥစားသွားသေးတယ်ဒါနဲ့လမ်းလျှောက်ပဲသွားသေးတယ်ပြန်လာမှသိတာဟိုကင်ဆာဖြစ်
I first met him in April of 2007. He had a biopsy done down at another hospital that showed it was a cancer. Well, he was stage 4 when he came in because he had disease in multiple places in the lung. Stage 4 lung cancer is certainly treatable, and he's responded, but it's not curable.
Every time I go to the doctor, I'm being the translator, and I didn't tell him much detail of the cancer situation. I don't know how I go through it. Maybe it didn't hit me yet, but for now, I had to make sure that I had to be strong like my dad did for us. I have to keep it going and working, and I can't break down.
Cancer ဖြစ်နေပါလေ Cancer ဖြစ်နေမှာဘုံတိဆက်ဘူစင်တချီဝေးရအဖေတော့အိုရမယ်နာမယ်သိရမှာပဲဒါကိုပြီးတော့အဖေတော့စဉ်းစားထားရမယ်လေ
We don't know how much he has time to live, so spend time as much as with him. That's how we reacted toward it.
It made me aware of my part in my family a lot more, and I need to play a bigger part in my family.
I'm very upset and looking at why he is a bad disease for him, because he is a very nice person. He support for everybody, and he building the the pagoda. He did all the good thing.
ကိုစိတ်ကိုပြပြရမယ်ကိုစိတ်ကိုညှိချမ်းအောင်ကိုတည်ဆောက်ရမယ်ကိုရှာဖွေရမယ်ဒီ peacefully way တွေကိုကိုရှာရမယ်ရှာပြီးတော့လောဘမကြည့်အောင်ဒေါသမကြည့်အောင်မောဟတွေမကြည့်လောက်အောင်နော်ဟို wise ဖြစ်လောက်အောင်အဲ့လိုမျိုးပထမအရင်တည်ဆောက်ရမယ်
When I met him in January of 2008, his cancer had progressed and he was feeling substantial pain in his lower back that wasn't getting better. He has a lot of support from his family. He's not in denial about his cancer. He accepts it openly, and he talks to me about his symptoms very frankly. Spread to the brain and grow inside the brain.
Oh, မကြောက်ဘူး။သိတာပဲမကြောက်ဘူး။ဘာလို့မကြောက်လဲဆိုတာတဲ့သေဦးနိလန့်တော့ပဲပြင်ဆင်ထားပြီးပြီ။
Is that alcohol? It's called chloroprep. It's got once it dries, it has.
Father taught me to be strong. That's his motto. One day, everybody has to go through this road, and he told me just like that. So he just goes sooner than I do. And that's how I just kind of took over. I said, Dad, that's enough, You don't need to take care of family anymore. It's our turn now, Make sure that you're okay.
All right, you can have a seat. I will get... I'm Sarah. I'm one of the nurses.
I'm Kevin.
Kevin,
How are
good
you?
to meet you. Okay, what's going on, Kevin, today?
Maybe it's a cold, but...
Okay. All
Right now, I'm working 7 days a week because my father is very sick. And cancer is very costly. Money comes, money goes.
I won't lie. I would say that I have more, more connection with my mom than my dad. But through my dad, that's how I learned how moms are precious.
တဲ့အမေရတယ်ပဲအဖေကိုညောင်များစွာဘာသာပေါ့အထောက်ကူပေးလာတယ်အထောက်ကူပေးလာရင်တောင်းနေခုခွဲပြလောလခဲပေါ့ဒါအခုဒီအဖေကတက်ပြီးတော့လိုမျိုးအဖေရဲ့သားတွေသမီးတွေတွားဖို့အမေကနေရဆိုကြည့်စုဆောရှောလာပြီးကြဆို
Okay. It's like I love dancing. How many eyes?
နိုင်ငံရေးလုံနေတာဘာလို့လုံနေလဲဥစားအကောင်လုံးလုံနေဥစားအနောက်ကမှတ်ဖို့ပြီးနေတယ်မိသားစုဘက်မှာတော့ဟိုစားဖြစ်တော့ဒုက္ခဖြစ်တော့ပေါ့ဒါမျိုးလို့ဟိုစားအားနေတော့အဲကြလို့ရှိရင်သားသမီးတွေအကုန်လိုက်ပြီးပြောပြတယ်နေ့ဖေကဒီမျိုးဖြစ်တယ်သူဒီကိုရောက်နေတဲ့ဥစားတအားစိတ်ပြေတယ်ဟိုမှာဆိုရှင်တအားစိတ်မပြေဘူးပေါ့လောက်တနာကြတယ်တော့လည်းကြံရခဲ့တဲ့ဒီပြုံးပေါင်းနေကလေးတွေဘလောက်တနာကြအောင်လားပေါ့အဲ့တော့နေ့ဖေကိုနားလေဘူးပေးဘူးဆိုကလေးပြပြကလေးတွေကလည်းနားလေတယ်ဆိုရတာပြောပြနော်
His number one priority was family, education, and religion. Those were the top threes I always knew about. My mom and dad told me, stay with your family, stay connected with your brothers and sisters. I joined the basketball team because of my friends in 4th grade, because that's what they did. That's what I had to go do because they were out there hang out with my friends. I was really terrible. They were good. They laughed at me when I missed shots. Okay. Then came the summertime. I have a court right in front of my house. I just practiced the whole summer. When it came 5th grade, I became really good, and they had no idea what I could do. Before I go into the games, I'm in the locker room, we're about to go out and warm up. I would close my eyes, and I have a picture of my mom and dad that's always in my head. Like all the energy and the inspiration comes from my mom and dad when I go play basketball. I won't never fail them.
Despite his illness, he didn't change his daily life. In getting to know his kids, it was so clear. He is their inspiration. Children rarely grow up to be exactly like their parents, and they are all quite unique. But he clearly had a significant effect on each one of them. He was a great teacher for them, as well as many other people.
One of the greatest is teaching that I always carry. He said that anything, if you really want it, even if you have to cross the river without boat, without anything. And after that, even though you see the fire, and even if you have to step on the fire, if you really want that thing, and he said you should do that.
Han Lin's ability to teach and inspire others to join his cause came as no surprise. He was an educator long before he had arrived in America and was one of the founders of the Pyopanway School.
Pyopanway School, Pyopanway ကျောင်းကကျွန်တော်ဒီတောထဲကိုဒီဂျန်ကဲထဲကိုတောထဲကိုရောက်လာပြီးမှကျွန်တော်တီထွန်ခဲ့တာလေအဲ့ဒီမှာကျွန်တော်ဒီတောထဲမှာဒီ service center ကြောင့် ထွက်ပြေးလာခဲ့တဲ့ကျောင်းသားတွေမိဘတွေကိုလည်းကျွန်တော်တွေ့ခဲ့ရတယ်
သူပညာရေးတစ်ခုတည်ထောင်ရအောင်ဆိုတော့ဒီဟိုစားပေါ့ပညာရေးဌာနတစ်ခုတင်လိုက်တယ်ဟိုပစည်းတင်လိုက်တယ်အဖွဲ့အစည်းကလည်းဇာဝါကြလာပြီးတော့တောင်းဝခံပညာရေးတောင်းဝခံအနေနဲ့အမေနဲ့အဖေနဲ့လုပ်တယ်
အဲ့တော့ဒီကျောင်းသားတွေကိုကျွန်တော်တို့စုဆောင်းပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ပညာသင်ပေးတယ်အသင်ပေးရင်အဲ့ဒီကျောင်းလေးကိုကျွန်တော်တည်ထောင်ပြီးတော့ဒီပညာရေးကိုကျွန်တော်ဟိုတည်ထောင်လာခဲ့တယ်
Pure Pan way. It means we nurture the children. They can grow as a flower. So that's why we choose this name.
မဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ခလေးတွေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ညကြလို့ရှိရင်အိမ်မှာခေါ်တယ်သူတို့ homework ကစအကုန်လုံးစောင်းနေရစားချက်ပြုတ်တာပါလို့အကုန်လုံးလုပ်ပြီး
The boarding school was a classroom downstairs, and upstairs was where we sleep, and it was like open air. We'll get up really early in the morning. It was in the rainforest, so it's kind of foggy, I guess, in the morning most of the time. But we'll take a shower in the river, which is down the hill, which is very cold, and then we'll come back up, go to school. My parents taught most of the kids there.
Maybe 7 o'clock we go dinner, and we do our own dishes. All the girls do dishes, and the boys cleaning up and all that. We study till 9 o'clock, and 9 o'clock everybody have to sleep, go to sleep, and then teacher will come in and count all the people, how many, like all the girls in here, and then whenever he think that it's safe, then he will go back.
They definitely look up to him. My dad doesn't just teach about learn to read and learn to write, and he teach about moral values.
See, Han Lin were sitting on the table, and he had a little stick with to make our scale or whatever. He was sitting there, and I was standing by my sister, and he was telling my sister to say capital A, but she said capital something. She can't say it, so I was just laughing. That's my first day of school that I remember. Before I met him, I don't know how to do a lot of stuff, like take care, gardening, or how to wash my clothes and respect and all that, and how to talk to adult people and how to treat the little younger than me and how to talk to my parents.
He's a great teacher, and then thanks for all of them. What he did was, I was always remember him, no matter what. And then I'll try to go see him this summer, probably soon. And then I hopefully save up my money and then go to him. And then.
It was in 1997 when the military government launched offensive against Mandemi camp. The Pure Pan school was burned down.
Han Lin taught me that education is essential to the future of Burma. Being a teacher myself, I wanted to share some of his incredible stories with my students.
I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie. Really excited. I told Chang today, or this morning, that I want to be staying with a refugee family. Oh my God, I forgot to tell him.
Some people had concerns about bringing students to Thailand to follow Han Lin's journey out of the country. The things my students experienced totally countered any initial concerns anyone had about the trip. It was the best class I ever taught. We visited refugee camps and many NGOs fighting for the freedom of Burma, where we met so many others like Han Lin. We participated in community service activities, taught students at a refugee camp school, and of course, we filmed our trip. I also learned so much about the refugee camp and the people's lives there. The destruction of villages and human rights violation by the SPDC military government has led to the large number of refugees fleeing Burma since the late 1980s. Thailand received the largest number of refugees from Burma. Han Lin was just one of them.
of the refugee received rice, salt, cooked one. The refugee didn't get the fish, beef. They will be buying the fish. But the Thai government didn't get permit to work outside the camp. So they cannot find money.
I remember talking to an old man. He had to leave his wife because she couldn't walk, But and he was like, "But I'm here. I have food, but I haven't work." So I think for many people, it's a question of dignity.
We want a democracy in Burma. If we get the democracy in Burma, we will come back. We will go back to our place. People in Burma is very active for democracy. So we have a chance for this democracy.
For the young people, that's the hardest because, when you're a teenager, you have dreams. So what can they do? And that's really difficult for them.
You see, there are many children, they have to leave just before 3rd grade. That is not enough to be able to survive by themselves. But they did not have that kind of right. They did not have it.
Most of the students they have no access to the education inside Burma. We will improve their education and we will train their life for future. We teach some democracy about the 1980 uprising, and then the human rights teach in the history.
So we understand that these children are our generation of Burma. This is our aspiration. One day we hope that these children will replace us. These children will develop their own Burmese community.
We established this organization because of our experiences, also colleagues who still remain in prison. So we really want to help those people. All the former political prisoners are working for collecting information, documenting, analyzing about prison situation to different diplomats in the Human Rights Council. I myself and other students did a demonstration. asking for the release of all student detainees. Because of that, I was arrested and I was given 3 years imprisonment. So I didn't receive any fair trial or I didn't receive lawyer at the time. I was placed in the small cell. I was alone for several months. I faced a lot of difficulties, especially for food, nutrition, and the medicine. Then after 3 years, I was released. But military intelligence personnel visited me regularly. They offered me to write an article in their newspaper. They gave a title was, when I was in prison, they treated me very well. When I said no, they said 3 years imprisonment is not enough for me.
နောက်ပြီးတော့နိုင်ငံရေးကျင်းသားတွေလည်းပဲညုံများစွာတိုက်ပြည်ထဲမှာချုပ်ချနေတယ်။နောက်အပြစ်မရှိတဲ့လူတွေဒီလိုမျိုးဖြတ်နေပါတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကိုကုလသမဂ္ဂရောရိုးရိုးဘာမှအကူအညီမပေးဘဲနဲ့ပြည်သူတွေကိုအကူအညီမပေးဘဲနဲ့မပေးနိုင်ဘဲနဲ့ဒီစာရွက်ပေါ်မှာပဲဖြတ်နေတဲ့ဟာကိုဒီထက်မကပို့ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့လုံမရတော့မယ်ဆိုပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ပို့ပြီးတော့ဒီ action ပို့ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ထီအောင်လုံမရတော့မယ်ဆိုပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့ခေါင်းဆောင်ကိုယ်တိုင်ရလည်းပဲpeacefully way non violence way မဟာတမကန်ဒီရဲ့ way တွေကိုလောက်တဲ့ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့လည်းပဲညှိချမ်းတဲ့နည်းနဲ့ကျွန်တော်ခရီးရှိတွေချစ်တယ်ပြီးတော့တောင်းဆိုရမယ် peaceful walk peaceful march ဒီကျွန်တော်လုပ်ရမယ် hunger strike
we need help from the international community because the military regime is really stubborn. They don't want to talk with Aung San Suu Kyi. It is just for show. So we need higher pressure from the international community.
More than 90% of the people come from inside Burma. They want to do the surgery in Burma, but more expensive. More than 400,000 just to do the surgery in Burma. Some of the people come from, middle of Burma, as a Mandalay division or southern or northern Shan state. Some of the people come from Karen and Mon area, very close to the border area. That's why the different situation and different process to come to here.
At the end of our trip, we visited the border area between Thailand and Burma. On each side of the river, there are very different lives. On the opposite bank from where we stood was the place the military government named the Union of Myanmar. But we still call it Burma, Han Lin's own. Despite his cancer, Han Lin refused to give up. Determined for a free and democratic Burma, he joined the 4th annual Long March and Hunger Strike campaign one last time.
This is a peace walk for freedom of Burma. Last time is 3 times I walk with them. But to this time is I have a disease, sickness, so I have to support to them. I'm really happy to support them.
I want to walk all the way to California. We are here to help the people of Burma. While they are, fighting for freedom, risking their lives, they need help. They really need help, and we are here for them.
After war, or
ဖြတ်တိုင်းရန်ကျွန်တော်တို့လမ်းကြီးတစ်လျှောက်မှာကြီးလက်ဒေသသတင်းစာတွေမြို့ရောက်တဲ့အခါကျရင်ရုပ်မြင်သံကြားအစီအစဉ်တွေကျွန်တော်တို့လာရောက်ပြီးတော့သတင်းယူတယ်ထပ်ဆင့်ပြီးတော့အမေရိကန်ပြည်သူတွေသိအောင်ကျွန်တော်တို့ထုတ်လွှင့်ပေးတာလည်းရှိတယ်
Since 1988, you are Burmese people doing a peaceful solution way, not fight by weapons. Those way I very respect because our human, if we survive this planet, only non-violence movement way. That's part of my reason to supporting.
So 12. My house would be like
We will
probably
be
here.
because we are outside Nayak. Where to here already?
That's 20
miles.
Well, I left my village in Burma when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I came to United States in 1997 as a political refugee.
My name is Han Lin from Ithaca, upstate New York. I left Burma since 1988 with Songo, the same time. And then I'm a former school teacher in Burma. I have been living in the jungle about 8 years. And then right now is for our leader Aung San Suu Kyi and for the people of Burma, we are working as much as we can for peace and freedom of democracy in Burma. Our people inside Burma seriously suffering under the brutal tyranny government, brutal military regime. They need more help. They are living like in the hell.
That we got to do everything we can, and I really admire what you said, how you feel, and what you do.
I felt this journey couldn't end before I went to Burma to see the source of his passion. Many of my friends told me it's too dangerous, but it just felt like something I had to do. I stood on the street where so many Burmese people shouted, "Free Burma." They were not afraid of dying, and actually they were dying to have democracy. I could still feel their voice, their march, and their passion. Behind this mundane scenery, there was blood for democracy. I started talking with a young man near a beautiful pagoda. I secretly left my camera running under my arm as to not raise any suspicion if we are being watched.
I have been on this pagoda. Everywhere they have CCTV camera security.
I mean, it's just a pagoda. Why they have to have it?
For the security. So if they suspect us, they can zoom. Maybe, I don't know. Is it without sound, with sound or without sound? But maybe.
So everywhere there's a
CCTV.
CCTV? Yeah. Wow. So then I guess not that many people like the government.
Yeah. But nobody knows our bitter experiences.
That's so
And
sad.
we don't have freedom of expression. It is really, very difficult. And we are in big trouble. So
Why?
we will be in big trouble if they find out that we have a connecting with like this, you and me. So in fact, better keep quiet. So that kind of condition.
So if they know that you told me this kind of things, they will be angry.
Yeah. No, maybe, more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, just telling.
Yeah, no. Without asking, maybe come with us and maybe to the jail or something. Our investment is only just our life.
I want to go to the NLD office. Is it dangerous here?
Yeah.
Really? I cannot go?
You cannot go. You cannot even talk with one of the members.
The situation of our country is a very crisis position. Under military government, they are very dangerous.
Another project is coming up. We want democracy, free and fair election.
We are the right side, not the wrong side. But we hold the peaceful manner. I have 7 children, but my children have no right because of I'm energy.
I want to see happy face of the Burmese mother because a lot of women suffer from the expedition. So they lost their husband, they lost their daughter, they lost their son.
Especially for the young people to be able to use their potential instead of fighting and dying. Just put all that energy in creating a society that's going to be what they want it to be.
The young person I met at the pagoda was a student at this university. He wasn't able to graduate because the military government shut down the school. I thought about what he told me. Our investment is our lives.
We are teaching the younger generations. This is what we teach them, not to forget why you are here. And one day, you have to be able to do something that we could not have fulfilled in the past. So this is, our purpose of teaching the younger generations.
I'm definitely gonna say I'm gonna get more devoted to the campaign of my dad, and I'm gonna get into the activism of it.
Awareness, pretty much. I mean, that's how all I can do at this point, to raise more awareness, around local communities.
I wanted to go back and help in non-political ways. I want to open school pretty much, and maybe some kind of hospital or something. We all live in one world, we are all human beings. In a way, we are only separated by countries and by borders. So it's just like we're neighbor, If something's wrong in neighbor, would you just sit around and go on your life? Or would you go do something and help?
Burma will be free one day. We don't need to worry about when that will be. But what we need to focus is what we have to do, what we should do for the freedom of our country. We have to keep our dream alive.
We will be free. We will see the light of the peaceful light in the sky, not very far away.
I saw the beautiful lights in the sky around Inya Lake. After all my traveling was done, I got dengue fever. I woke up in a hospital. The doctor told me that it was quite serious, as there is no specific medicine for dengue fever, and that I needed to fight to survive. I thought of Han Lin.
Around 11 p.m. at night, Chuya come back from school and wanted to check on him. He couldn't wake him up. Panic kicked in for everybody.
I asked him what you need, what you need. I'm here, so he doesn't want me, and that he is shaking the head. My elder son is looking and suggesting me.
I said it's time to let go, and it's time to put your mind toward the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
I send in my kids at home, go get it, the Buddha picture for everything on the wall. He's very happy, and he's praying.
At the end, we just removed their life support, and he passed away 4 days after.
တို့အားသံသင်္ကန်းကြောင်းစေသံသင်္ကန်းကြောင်းစေပစ္စည်းလေးပါးတို့ကိုပစ္စည်းလေးပါးတို့ကိုပူဇော်ပါကုန်၏ပူဇော်ပါကုန်၏ပြုစုပါကုန်၏ပြုစုပါကုန်၏ဒီကောင်းမှုကြောင့်ဒီကောင်းမှုကြောင့်လွန်တဘဝကျောင်းဆယ်ကောင်းကိုသွားပြီမဲ့လို့တောင်တွေကရချင်မှရမတော်တစ်ခေါက်ပို့တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဘာဖြစ်လဲဆို
We've been knowing this inevitable things exist, but for the first time, I experienced that. It hurts inside so bad. It really hurts inside.
When I will die, I want to meet again after the future life because I love him. So I think I have to decide it and meditation all the time because he's always said that you have to meditation, and when we are going the future life, I always pray him. I want to meet you again. So I always heard that. So sometimes I will feel like that. He is with me. I think he is with me. I miss him. So I miss him too much.
Hello. My mom's actual original wish was to take his ashes back to Burma, where he built a pagoda when we were young. We built a pagoda in his village. We want to build another tiny pagoda nearby that, but you know, the situation-wise, we can't go back to Burma and everything. So we went to another very, very excellent place for him, because that's where he started Peace Walk, the Peace Pagoda near Albany area.
He was a very humble man that really touched my life. And I know he touched, you know, a lot of people's lives on the Peace Walk. His life was a life to be remembered.
Never give up. The best lesson he ever he taught me was to never give up. Teach by example and to use every form of liberty that you can to promote those in need.
ခီးစီကြည်တက်ပြီးစာငင်းကဆန္ဒပြုပြတဲ့တောင်းဆိုတိုက်ပွဲမှာကျွန်တော်တို့တိုက်ပွဲဝင်ရဲဘော်ဦးဟန်လင်းကတော့လန်ကူလက်မှာကြာဆုံးသွားပါပြီအဲ့တော့ဒါပေမဲ့ရခင်မြန်မာပြည်ဒီမိုစီရရှိရေးအတွက်ကြိုးစားကြခဲ့တဲ့ခေတ်ဆက်ဆက်သူရဲကောင်းတွေဦးဟန်လင်းပါဝင်ကြာဆုံးရတဲ့သူရဲကောင်းတွေကိုတစ္ဆာရှိစွာဖြစ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီမိုစီရရှိရေးကိုကျွန်တော်ဆက်လက်တပ်ပွဲဝင်ရမှာဖြစ်တယ်
We have to think about his philosophy is to be the best we can, you know, to help other people who are less fortunate than us. We have to pass on his passion about helping other people, helping other unfortunate people, being positive, you know, all this great teaching.
Our hometown, his native hometown. All we are together and building the pagoda is finished. He's very happy. So everybody is coming and pray. It's very beautiful. When we have finished building the Buddha, the thing, he's writing by himself. He said that he's wake up in the morning, and then this thing is Shima Dong Fi Du.
Eventually, Han Lin's family decided to pour his ashes in the ocean near New York City because they couldn't go back to Palau, his hometown, to put them in the pagoda he built there.
Okay. She needs mommy. Same hospital and third floor, and just underneath of the where my father was. My father was in the fourth floor.
She was born in Han Lin, died before 2 days. Who is that? Maybe Han Lin?
Maybe over the waves, his spirit will reach his home to meet his people and see the pagoda again.
Aung San Suu Kyi.
It was said just now that mine was a long, lonely fight. Long it was, but not lonely, because I knew there were people like you out there rooting for me, working for me, trying their best to make sure that I would gain my freedom.
Six years passed since I met Han Lin. There have been many changes. Aung San Suu Kyi was finally released from house arrest. Han Lin became a grandfather. I became a father. Maybe my time with him has come to an end, but I like to think it's the beginning of a new journey for the next generation to work for the freedom of Burma, honoring Han Lin's dream, honoring him, honoring home.
you.